My name is Ben Smith. I'm the head brewer at Surly Brewing Company, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the brewing philosophy here at Surly. The brewing philosophy here at Surly is pretty simple. We use three basic pillars, what I like to call the holy trinity of quality, consistency, and stability. Quality starts with the best ingredients, hops or malted barley, but is part of the whole process. So when we're receiving our ingredients in, we're doing quality checks. When we're brewing the beer to begin with, we're making sure that we're hitting all of our specs, that the quality of our yeast and those ingredients are still at the highest level possible. And then throughout fermentation, we're taking measurements. We're looking at potential for contamination or anything that shouldn't be in the beer. And then when we package the beer, we're also looking at dissolved oxygen, making sure that the beer is at the right alcohol level, the right bitterness, the right color, all of those things. And then when we send the beer out in the world, continue to check in on that beer to make sure that it holds up over time. And those things really speak to those second pillars of consistency and stability, that the beer is the same every time we make it and also holds up from a stability perspective throughout its shelf life. We have really strong relationships with our suppliers and our farmers. So hops, we literally go hand select those hops during the harvest every year in August and September out in Yakima, Washington. And we go to the farms, we talk to the breeders, we talk to our suppliers who are processing those hops to make sure that when we're selecting those hops, the Citra, Simcoe, Amarillo, Mosaic, etc., those hops are true to the varietal, the best quality, and also going to give us the same results year over year. Again, kind of lending to the consistency there of those products. Unlike winemakers, we don't have the luxury of vintage. Every year, Furious has to taste the same, despite the fact that a lot of these ingredients will have slight variances from year to year. There's variables from the weather, the growing season, the temperature, that are going to affect how the barley is grown, how the barley is harvested. Same with hops. So to do that, basically we are constantly checking in on those ingredients year over year, month after month, week after week, to make sure that Furious is within the specifications. If we didn't do that, when we got a new lot of barley or a new lot of hops in, despite our careful selection, there's still going to be some differences. So we need to make a little bit of adjustments to the recipe constantly, really, to make sure that Furious or Axeman is going to taste exactly the same every time you open a can. If you take a recipe, say for Furious, I could give that recipe to 5 different brewers, and you'd come up with 5 different beers despite everyone having the same recipe. And that really speaks to kind of the variability in ingredients, in process, and capabilities. And to be able to produce a beer consistently over and over and over again takes a lot of experience and a lot of dedication. One of my main metrics when producing beer and analyzing beers is really simple. It's, would you have another one? Do you like it? And obviously there's beers like Darkness, so maybe you don't want one right now, but do you want another one in the future? I hope so. At the end of the day, every beer is held to a very high standard, and we expect folks, if they approach our beers, that they're going to find a high quality product and hopefully something that they're going to come back to and have another.